Hello everyone, I am Nilay Rathod and this video is going to be a review of movie Interstellar. This movie was directed by Christopher Nolan and it was released in 2014.
This world's a treasure, but it's been telling us to leave for a while now.
Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. You're the best pilot we ever had. Get out there and save the world.
In this movie, we receive a few clues that the world of Interstellar isn't too much ahead of our own. The clothing and the housing all seems to be resemble with the current design, and the technique is certainly ahead of us. At the start of the movie, we can see old lady describing or talking about her past and her father. She's talking that her father was a farmer, so we can
Keep an eye on this scene because this is the perfect example of non-linear technique, and this scene is also coming in the end of the movie.
That steady blow of dirt. We wore little strips of sheet would sometimes over our nose and mouth so we wouldn't breathe so much of it.
Well, when we set the table, we always set the plate upside down, glasses or cups, whatever it was, upside down.
the film doesn't provide us with a detail that what is the cause of the blight. Before Cooper left Earth, we get the glimpses of Interstellar's future version of Earth and many questions about the supply chain. Like in the school principal mentioned that most of the students will grow up to become farmers, but lots of the other industries must exist. Crops have been destroyed, caused by a global blight that eventually wipes every plant life. Corn is the only available option that humans have, and that eventually will die out, leaving humans no other food source at all. At the starting of the movie, we can see three scenes in which one is of the present. That this one is of the farm. We can see the only corn is only available option to them, and the second scene is of Cooper piloting an aircraft and he's losing control. But suddenly he wakes up realizing that it was a nightmare.
Sorry, Murph. Go back to bed, man.
I thought you were the ghost.
No. No such thing as ghosts.
Here Murphy is talking to her father about having ghosts. Like in this frame, we can see that the books are lying around on the floor. As Murph claimed that it was done by a ghost, and this strange phenomena is later we came to know that it was a gravitational anomaly which is trying to talk to her, but Cooper does not believe her that it was a ghost, and he said that
It's not very scientific, Murph.
You said science is about admitting what we don't know.
Murph, you want to talk science? Well, just tell me that you're afraid of some ghost. No, you got to go further. You got to record the facts, analyze, get to the how and the why, then present your conclusions. Deal?
Deal.
All right.
she tries to decode all this and found that the ghost is trying to communicate with her through Morse code, and but later Cooper himself found that it was not any ghost, but it was a gravitational. Uh, he himself found out that in this he himself finds that most of the anomalies are purposely designed was to serve a specific purpose. The humans of the future referred to they created the wormhole in order to give humans of the past escape route from the dying earth. This frame is also important because we can see that This frame does not resemble the original picture of the black hole because, as Chief Thorne made clear, that the picture we have now we have the picture that now we have of black hole is taken from the north poles from above the black hole, and the image in the movie is taken from the side of the black hole. So he marked that this image of black hole is also resemble the real black hole, but this is more futuristic and more real than what we expect. While they are on a journey, they arrive at the first planet and they found that there is only water, nothing else. There, in this scene, we can see that the sound also plays very vital role because in this scene there is a sound of ticking, and this tick happened every 1.25 seconds, which is entire day on Earth. Besides that, in this planet there are huge tidal waves such as tsunami. But they are in a low level water. But the waves comes, the water level doesn't change until the waves is too close.
Wreckage. Where's the rest?
Where's the mountains?
Those aren't mountains. They're waves.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Fran Doyle, back to the Ranger now.
We're not. Cooper, go. Cooper, go. I can't make it. Go.
Case, go get. Manually overriding inside hatch.
Professor Keith Thorne made very clear in his book The Science of Interstellar that these waves are literal tidal waves. These are not tsunamis because the cause of the tidal waves are what these tidal waves are the balls of water surround surround the planet. These balls is These tidal waves is created by strong gravitational or tidal forces from the outside of the solid planet. So in this case, a black hole which creates a very strong gravitational force. In this in this planet also there are waves are too high and little spiky, but in the real world the tidal waves are round. So we can say that this is not actual physics, but it was done as an to add more dramatic to add this was done on purpose because they may have think that the round waves will not create that much dramatic effect in the movie, so they took the creative liberty and made this little and high spiky waves.
Of course, I didn't speak to her personally.
Set the plate upside down, glasses or cups, whatever it was, upside down.
Well, my dad was a farmer, like everybody else back then. I mean, there just wasn't enough food. Strips of sheet would sometimes over our nose and mouth, so we wouldn't read the
Pretty
symmetra.
exciting for me because it was hope.
I don't care who describes that. No one exaggerates that. There is no way written.
She did confirm just how much she loved farming.
Oh, she did she?
Oh, yeah.